What's up, Blurry Gang? Back with another barber tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do a mid-bald fade with some waves on top. To achieve our waves, we're going to take a 3.5 with the grain, and right now is the terminology I'm going to be using throughout the video. Refer back if you get confused, and let's get started. Alright, so to start out, I'm going to comb out his hair, lay everything how it should be, and we're going to put that 3 guard on, open up the clipper, and take it down with the grain. So when you take down hair with the grain as opposed to against the grain, you can kind of keep those natural waves in his hair and not disrupt it. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and slap our number 1 guard on, and we're going to open up our clipper, and this is going to set our base in our fade, which is going to be the longest length in our fade. For each step, I'm going to show real-time speed for the first bit, and then the rest I'll just fast forward. I just want to show you guys like what kind of motion I'm using and how fast I'm going throughout a real haircut on a real day. Now to set our first guideline, we're going to close up our clipper, take the guard off, so we'll go no guard closed, and we're going to set that first guide, that bowl shape around his head. Make sure you get a little bit of a dip in the back, just so you have more room to stretch and blend. And I like to do one side, make the line on one side, and then connect it onto the other. This gives me the most symmetry. Alright, so for our second guideline, we're just going to go ahead and open up the clipper and set that line about 1/2 inch up above our no guard closed. And it's going to leave a line in between, and we're going to take that out with lever play eventually. Today I'm going to fade a little bit different. Instead of taking that line out right away, I'm going to slap my 1 guard on and take it with the motions. So we are going to take out that that guideline that we just set last this time instead of first. Continuing to fade down, I'm going to slap my 1/2 guard on, and we're going to continue to work out that line until the only line left is that first, or that second guideline that we had. Alright, so now it's our last line. We're gonna take it no guard with the motions, and we're gonna use a lot of lever play. Do whatever we gotta do, take that line out without raising our blend. And so what this technique does, like taking out that line last, is it gives you more control of the height of your blend. So you don't go too high, you don't go too low. You're already set there, and you don't lose sight of your initial guideline. Just make sure, I can't stress this enough, use your corners. As you can see, I'm strictly using my corners, and we're going at that blend, and we're not raising our fade, we're not creating more lines, we're just going in and out. now to take out that bulk and add that dimension to our fade, we're going to bring out our clipper over comb technique. And to debulk, we go side to side, so horizontal. And to blend, we go up and down. Our strokes are up and down vertical. Alright, just to clean up the blend, we're going to slap on our 1.5 guard, and we're going to take that through the motions and just get that touch-up work. Same thing with the one. I'm going to slap my 1 guard on, and I'm just going to blend down his beard. We're taking it with the grain, closed. And what that does is it's going to keep everything dark, but still just take away those flyaways. Just finishing up that beard blend and any touch-up work with no guard. Alright, moving on to the other side, we're going to go ahead and set our second guide open, no guard. After that's set, we're going to slap that 1 guard on, take it through the motions, and slowly lighten up that blend. Continuing to fade down, slap that 1/2 guard on, and we're just going to keep blending out that line. And finally, we got no guard with the motions, and we're taking out that very last line. Only using my corners when I have no guard on, and when I'm blending in general. It's never full blade because that will just keep raising your blend and creating lines. Our job in fading is to take out all visible lines. Lastly, we're going to use our clip over comb technique. We're going to debulk and then blend to the top of the head. After all that, we're gonna slap on some guards and do some touch-up work. I kind of just do touch-up work based on what I feel is the length that I need. So know your haircut, guys, know what length is where, and don't pass that. slap on our one, same thing, do up his beard, trim it up, blend it into the fade, and just finish him up. Alright, now I got my hitters out. We're lining up his mustache, get that detail. That's a lot of my clients' favorite part, is when they get the hair out of their lips and they don't really notice it until they eat and they're like, wow, like, I really enjoy eating. There's no pubes in my mouth. Alright, with my hitters in hand, I'm just gonna bald them out, finish up that blend. On this particular client, I'm not going to use my foil shaver because he'll bump up. He has curly hair, so when it grows out, it'll create ingrowns, and that's not what we want. So yeah, I won't be using my foil shaver. So now I'm lining up my client's beard, cleaning up that neck hair. Just some light freehand action here, get away those flyaways, and this really makes the haircut pop. It really defines the shape. Alright, so I got my WAHL 1.5 guard on, and I'm taking it with the grain just at the bangs, kind of taper it up, making it an easier canvas for me to line up. Got my hitters out again, and we're gonna line them up. So as always, you want to start in the middle and work your way to each side. This will give you the best symmetry possible. Now I'm just doing up the box, and this is everybody's favorite part, is those sharp corners. So the little technique to that is when you're doing your front lineup, kind of go a little bit into the box, just so you could get that actual sharp edge up. So we finally got a straight blade out, and we're just gonna make those lines more defined. You guys already know, stretch the skin one way, pull the blade against the grain the other, against the grain or across the grain. This will give you the sharpest lines. Same thing for his beard. Alright, so here is my client before the cut and after the cut. So we got that mid bald fade with the waves on top, crispy lineup all over. Thanks for watching. Comment what you guys want to see below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for rocking with me. Blurry out.